Collective, welcome. Let's dive into this little energy reading. All right, so your go-to song is La Bamba by Richie Valens. Okay. Some of you guys could live in the south of any country. Okay. Or your person could. Now, for this reading, I will say it's from a masculine perspective, a male. Okay. Um, what I put down as a message is this. I am not the. Okay, so I'm like paraphrasing from the lyrics, and it's hard. It's the Spanish song, okay? On that note, some of you guys could be in an interracial relationship, dating, okay? There could be like a Hispanic, white, or any interracial, but like it's giving Hispanic and white, okay? But you could also be, white, black, Asian, white, Asian, black, Middle Eastern, black, you know. Yeah, with that being said, interracial dating is heavy on this one, like a blended, mixed racial situation, okay? Now, paraphrasing the lyrics, because Spanish is definitely not my first language, but in the song, the artist talks about, like, I'm the captain, I am not one of the seamen. So basically, what I put down is, I'm a man's man. I'm a real masculine, okay? I'm not one of those boys. I'm not coming here to be playing games. I am not. Like, I take care of business. That's what I put down. I'm a man's man. I take care of business. I'm a real masculine, okay? And not to be arrogant or gloat. Like, this is the type of man that knows who they are, okay? So this is somebody that will provide for your collective. This is somebody that has maturity on their age, on their name, on their essence, okay? So that's what I got down. And let me show you guys. It looks weird. For those that can read my writing, kudos to you. You guys are A1s. So how are they feeling based on the cards that I have? Oh, I almost forgot. You know what it says down here? P.S. Have mercy on me. LOL. So have mercy on them, collective. I don't know. Maybe you're like one of those like self-sufficient, I'm an independent type of person. But it's giving the energy of like, for you guys, like they can handle you, okay? Maybe you didn't think that they can or would based on whatever, but they can, and they will. Maybe there are some differences where you just didn't think, or when you guys started, is you were kind of like, you know what, you're not my type, or there's differences in ages, or whatever the case may be, where you feel like I need more something, right? And that's why they're like, you know what, collective, I'm a man. I take care of business. I can take care of you. I'm a captain. Okay, I'm the head here. I am not, the ladder. I feel like this is somebody that's very secure. That's the energy here. It may be somebody that was always dealing with people that were immature or just didn't know what to do or handle you or deal with you. And this person is like, I'm not one of those people. And there you go. A little bit more messages. Based on the Romance Angel deck, hello guys. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm back to doing cards again. To see if something comes up. If it doesn't, we're just gonna leave it at that. We got Reconciliation. This could be the one very soon, and you deserve love in reverse. And I'm gonna explain why. This was also in reverse. This is not bad, okay? This is if you thought it would be bad. Things being in reverse is not negative, okay? And at the end of that is true love, okay? So for some of you guys, the energy to feel with you is that when I said it with the whole interracial situation, there is a reason there, okay? You're not somebody that they could have known from a past life. You could have been like the first time they've been with so-and-so or vice versa, right? You know, this is like, yeah, pretty much. And this is not somebody from your past. As in past life, if we're gonna go based on the card, like this is not somebody from your past or somebody from your past life. I feel like it's just somebody completely new or that had this new energy essence to you. This is how they view you and feel about you. So you don't remind them of anything from the past. And it's not a past life connection, but they do know that you are somebody that is like, this is for a lifetime here. Okay, they already know that you're the one for them. The thing is, for some of you guys, you kind of have to decide, but they haven't already. Now, this thing was in reverse, and this, how do I say this? It's not negative, but it's not like, it's, you know what it's giving? Like, for this reading and this setting, it's like, I don't have, like, your person doesn't have to, oh my, I need to shoot my shot or try. Like, I already know that this is what it is, right? Like, I don't have to decide to shoot my shot at collective, because this is like, you know, it's like those people where it's like, I like you, and they just like, I'm gonna go for it, and that's it, and they don't like anyone else. They don't have to ponder. They don't have to have options. They don't want to date anyone else. They just simply know. This person could be very self-reassured, very like, well, okay, they're a real masculine. Okay, they're a real ass masculine here. They're not here to play. Okay. So when they set their eyes on you, that's it. Okay. All right. So I got this song also yesterday on the 7th of December, but also something took place in November as well as October. Just give me a sec. In terms of yesterday, the changes here. What happened? What happened here is now they realized that some of them realized there's no need to be terrified. There's no need to be afraid anymore. Or, well, not confused. They were never confused, but they have no reason to be afraid or intimidated. Okay? Or have the perception of that you might be intimidated or afraid of them or vice versa. Because at some point they could have felt like, okay, collective here is somebody of a different caliber. I might shoot my shot because you're what they want, but the thing is, you could have put intimidation in them. Even if they're a masculine and a masked man is like, you're somebody that can break easily through their walls, I'm also getting. But it's more still like, it could be, again, like I said, independent, self-sufficient, that person, right? And then you meet this masculine that also got their shit going on, but it's kind of like, your reaction or how you come off could have easily put this person to be like, okay, in intimidation mode. Maybe at some point, yes, but it didn't stifle them to be like, let me take a chance. So it's almost like it was like it's an all or nothing thing. Like when they put their focus on collective, it was like it was an all or nothing thing. And now that they're in this, they're just like, oh my god, it's not that intimidating, right? Or there's no need to be afraid. Now I will say, some of you guys still, the butterflies, the energy could be quite heavy, but again, there is nothing they can't handle. You get me? Because they're still a masculine at the end of the day, even if you are somebody of like a high value woman, things of that nature. Okay, so that there's that. So let's see what happened in October. In October, there could have been a lot of like overindulging, okay, or like maybe somebody was a bit too much or something at some point, and then it simmered down. I don't know how to explain this though, because it's giving like maybe somebody was expecting it to be very lovey-dovey and romantic. Well, that was kind of the initiation there. And then it kind of dialed down in October. Or it went from, because I don't know, maybe some of them, you or them, somebody expected it to be like, okay, love is going to be like intense in the beginning and then it fell down, or it was like collective is hard to get, and then over time it's like, oh, the love just came out of nowhere. I don't know, something of this nature in October. Now some of you guys, you could have ended it as well with them, as in, yeah, I'm gonna date you in October, and then like didn't want it. Maybe somebody could have gone in like a back and forth, but now things are different. So for some of you guys, it could have started off in October this year, last year, I'm tuning into, and then now it's kind of like, okay, in December I don't want to mess it up. Okay, something about October is relevant here. So November, some of you guys could have started dating in November or dealing with each other in November this year, last year. I'm also tuning into the situation here is this. Now they got clarity, got some truth about the matter, and they just feel like it's just beautiful. I will say this, there has been a lot of trials and error they felt with you, but it's not you, so it's kind of like the relationship in itself and based on a lot of things that comes with being each other's types, prejudice or racism. But it's like, it's not, I don't know, for some of you guys, you could have dealt with you or them could have dealt with the energy of like, because I feel like this is quite common in interracial relationship, the energy of like you're gonna morph into a person or vice versa, like culture wise, or other people not accepting it. Like some of you guys could have dealt with that, the aftermath of that, of people that has something to say, because there is one thing to just date a person or just keep it casual, but it's different thing to take it to the next level, to introduce culture, families, mindsets, and it's a transitions. Okay. I also feel like somebody was really eagerly trying to, this is for one person, like morph their person into that culture, or like there's this saying where it's like if you meet somebody you become them. And if we go back to the song La Bamba, right, um somebody might feel like they had to give up on their culture or who they are in order for their person, or people going to perceive it that way, you know. And again with the song, so you know what I don't know if you guys saw it in a little writing here, but I wrote down a gringo, Gringo. And in America, the United States of America, that saying is basically like an urban nickname for the people that are South American, but they're like they behave like like white Americans. Like I think it's like second generation or even first. So I don't know why, but I'm also thinking what I'm tuning into now is the movie Selena, like her biopic when her family came to or moved around in a not so urban area, right? Um, the father was always very like adamant of keeping the culture, even though the father loved like American music, 50s and 60s, Elvis and Beatles, you know. Like he was very adamant of keeping the South American like culture. Um or in this case Mexican culture, because Selena's family they are Mexican, okay? And the children grew up in an environment where even though they were kind of born into this family, they became this. I don't know how. Where am I? Wow. Okay, so somebody, there might be a possibility somebody might take on somebody's culture, right? And like your family, outside people could be like, whoever you dealt with in November could have been like, oh my god, you're like becoming Black American or Mexican or like Hispanic, and you could be, you know, deemed as like appropriating. I Oh my god, why am I so serious? But yeah, I don't know. Somebody was a bit like the reason why you guys are together is because such and such, right? Like you want to be this, you want to be that, and somebody could have been a bit worried of like the comments, you're dumb. Also the song in itself, like Richie Valens, he fell in love with somebody, again, a white American. And you know, during that time, people that were not white American during the 50s and whatnot wasn't really keen on, you know, mixing cultures. So like I don't see you guys having an issue with it, but somebody really have those thoughts. Like sorry for the freaking history lesson. I wanted to keep it simple. You know, interracial dating or not, mixing of cultures, and your person here being a masculine and willing to provide for you. Now, this could be symbolic. There could be a reason here where it's like there's gonna be talk about cultures and appropriating and so on, and a lot of prejudice probably, whether it's the 2024 or freaking the 50s. Some of you guys might have dealt with because I know for a fact some people still deal with the issue of like um interracial connections. and not everybody can deal with it. And sometimes even yourself, like there is this thing where, you know, like the full effect is kind of like if you're marrying somebody from a different religion. Like this is the thing is like how we're gonna raise them. Are they gonna, you know, practice this religion or speak this language? Are they gonna be multilingual or whatnot? You know, but at some point, one household will adapt another, and perhaps somebody's like worried about that, right? Whether you or them or outside people. I feel like this is the main factor for somebody. Oh my god. Your go-to advice. Listen here, this is somebody that wants to take care of you. It's a masculine here. There's differences. Whatever I mentioned in this reading could play a part. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like that is the case, and you or them could have concerns about this. Definitely outside people at some point in your life, if this is gonna be like that we're in this for life, because you know, if you're dating for 1 or 2 years, maybe it's not that deep, it's not that serious. Hey, maybe for some of you guys it is, but if it's gonna be like a lifetime between you and your person, you know, everything I mentioned here and on the grand scale of things could definitely have like a symbolism to it. Okay, now I say all this to say, P.S. have mercy on them. So maybe they don't know everything all at once, so they will have issues with adapting, or you collective, right? But you know, be patient, have mercy on them, because sometimes they might not be according to the book, you know, and miscommunication, misunderstandings could take place. I feel like some of you guys are gonna like get married. I feel like that's the case, and you know, it might have been a lot of falling out or to come, but like, you know, at the end of the day, if it's love is there, nothing else matters. Okay, your go-to advice is this: stand in your power. Okay, so don't feel like you would lose yourself. You don't have to lose yourself in order to be with them. And if somebody were like to say something, make sure that you know who the fuck you are, even if you're dealing with such and such from a different culture. In this sense, like, you still remain to your own identity. Okay, and let it be known, because at the end of the day, you're loyal to who loves you. And in this case, it's somebody that's different, but love is, you love who you love. Oh, because maybe some of you guys might feel like, oh no, might not mesh well because of culture, or whatever the case may be. All the things that I mentioned in the near future. But I guess the person's gonna be like, you know, have mercy on me, because you're gonna try. Okay. Oh, sorry guys for that whole history lesson. Let's do the initial. Somebody saying could be Peter. Okay. Got first, middle, last. And also for those that believe in God, God is also in here. Like God, ancestors, angels, Holy Spirit, and Jesus. Okay, I just wanted to keep that in mind for you guys. So if you're dealing with a Peter collective, this is your card. Yeah. If you're dealing with a Peter, I feel like they're not in a positive light. Like their thoughts are a bit negative. If you're dealing with a Peter. And I feel like it's because of all the things that I mentioned. For instance, if you're from a different culture and all of the things that I went on by for like... But the thing is, it's not, again, the love that's not the, how do I say this? Hopefully you remember what I said before, but it's the internal dialogue of adapting what people will say, what you think, and like if it's kind of like they're in this negative mindset because of how what comes, with being with somebody from a different culture. Okay? What people will think, what they think, what you think. Okay? So they're just like, Peter is in the negative mindset. Okay? That's all I gotta say. So your go-to advice now with Peter, they're not positive. Okay? So right now, like, I feel like they want you to help them. They definitely feel the chemistry, but it's like for all the things that I mentioned, they might deal with the struggles of this Peter. Okay, whoever resonates with this name, okay, or watching for Peter. So on to the initials. We're gonna do a little small, because this reading is so long. Sorry, guys. Somebody's name could be Fez, okay? Somebody could be a father, or they want to be a father figure. Somebody feel like it could be a scam. Somebody's name could be Pebbles, okay? Somebody's I don't know what. Like, I'm literally channeling headmistress. So somebody of authority could like have a lot to say, or will have a lot to say. Like the head of the family and so on. Grandma, aunt, mom. But I feel like it's from a different generation. Okay. They also feel like you guys are made for each other. Somebody feels like they need to hide. So maybe you guys had your relationship. Or they did hide it. Because of all the things that I mentioned in that. Oh Lord. But there's definitely luck between you and your person, especially if you see a lot of bees. You and your person could live far away from each other, or there could be like a disconnect. Somebody feels very low right now. You're very beautiful. You are a beauty to them. Okay? Somebody's definitely going to be in defense of like, this is my person, this is him. And I'm really getting the energy of like, are you going to stick beside them? And whomever is going to be like, yes. So there is support, but there is also, for some of you guys, like backhanded compliments and struggles that could come up here. What if it's like for a lifetime or even short? Like, for instance, I don't know how long it was with this Peter, for example, and it could have been in the situation where it's like, I feel so happy with Collective, but then it's like, well, Collective family accept me because I don't know this and I know that, and then they might perceive me in a different way. I really hope somebody gets it, because I'm getting the energy of like, yeah, that could also be the situation where like somebody feels like, I don't know if I'm gonna be accepted into such and such culture, or they might feel like I'm a culture vulture, or culturally appropriating, or like a lot of that. And I feel like that is not the case, but like they didn't like. Why am I explaining so much? But I know it's gonna sound silly, but let's say Peter is dating somebody that is African American, okay? Since I talk so much about America. And then he wants to have cornrows or listen to old school gangster rap. And you're totally fine with this, but maybe at the beginning or later on, other people would be like, Peter is just he's appropriating. Like the only reason he's with you is because of fetishes, or he might feel some type of way, feel like he can't even listen to certain music or have certain hairstyle because he's with you. It's like it's all of those like internal thoughts. I don't feel like it matters, but somebody's really heavy on the Peter part, was really like stressing themselves out because of, which is also bad because now I feel like, I don't know if it's linked to the Peter stuff or just overall, but like maybe some of the masculines feels like they can't really be with you, but they want, but there's just so much backlash. It's kind of like they wish they weren't the culture they're from. So it's a lot though. It's a lot. I just, it's, hopefully somebody understands. And I know it's silly, and I know the world is not all, we all the world, we all the future. I know, like, there's a lot of prejudice and racism, colorism everywhere, and not just, the United States of America, whatnot. But I'm getting the energy like somebody's really struggling with the fact of, like, I want to be with this person, but I don't want them to perceive me in a different way. So it's almost like they have to like mask themselves, right? It's just, listen, as somebody that channel messages, as you guys have seen, I will tell you if this energy is weird, right? I will be like, if they are just, if it's some fetish bullshit, or if it's like I would not shy away to speak on what's good or bad and speak a lot, as you guys have seen. But this is not the case. But somebody is really in their head about, what you will perceive, what other people will perceive, and don't feel the best. Okay, even though they're like a masculine, it's kind of like a lot of insecurities is like flooding in their mental space, Peter or not. Okay, but it doesn't have to be that way. So now we're gonna go for collective dates. So sorry that this reading became so long, but I feel like somebody needs to hear it. So, for some of you guys, we got number 4. So less than 4 days, weeks, hours, months on the 4th or after the 4th, or it has been 4 years between you and person, or it's gonna take 4 years for something. Okay. And for some of you guys, number 7 or 6 could be relevant here. Same thing. However, take away the years part. So 6 days, weeks, hours, months, or 7 months, hours, days, month, etc. 7th, 6th. Okay, for any sort of changes energy-wise, physically between you and your person. The outcome here between you guys is good. It's good. I just feel like somebody's just right, like in their head a lot. Okay, probably should I just go over that. You guys already know what to do. For some of you guys, you're still a bit insecure, unsure, right? But it's because they are, so you feel like you don't know, but they know. I said God is in this, so you have nothing to worry about. Okay, and all of this is human. The way society is like set up, it's it can be confusing. So that's the reading, guys. Thank you for stopping by and go like your journey in life.